So I have an idea. I want to do a negative space, halo eye, smoky eye. I'm just gonna have to show you. So we definitely need our base to be see-through because we want to see our skin through our eyeshadow. I'm gonna use that Anastasia palette again. So they did send me that first one, but I already bought another one for backup because I just don't know what's gonna happen in terms of, is it gonna be discontinued? So if you're wondering if I really love that palette, I love it so much I bought a backup. I can't be having that one being discontinued. No, 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 no. Let's grab our C31. Really make sure it's smooth. Now, I'm to a point in my makeup journey where I know exactly where it's smoothed on the eye, but if you're not sure, and smooth eyeshadow primer is so important, especially a clear one because you can't see, just start at your lash line and then work your way up, going back and forth like this. Oh, and we do have some Rose and Ben Beauty announcements coming up, but make sure you're signed up for emails. I'm gonna leave you a link here so you can sign up. Just make sure you're signed up. I'm excited. I broke this again. I am an absolute monster, but I'm actually glad that I broke it because I'm gonna show you how I fix it. I'm telling you, I have put this palette to the test and it's always on my vanity, and there's a lot of stuff on my vanity, so it always gets knocked off, but this is all my fault. I brought this on myself, but from this happy accident, you're gonna learn something. So let's start with a little bit of a transition. When it comes to smoky eyes, having a transition is gonna make things so much easier. So what we'll do is we'll just take this and press it across our upper crease, into our crease and our upper crease, using the side of the brush. Now this is all nice and set. Y'all hear that sleepy boy over there? He's had a really hard day. He woke up, he took a nap, he had a treat, he took a nap. What else did he do? Oh, he ate breakfast. He took a nap. And then he went outside. I have a catio, by the way. Don't think he's out running wild. He went outside. He took a nap there. Then he came back inside. Now he's taking that nap. So we have our transition laid down. I might want it to be a little bit more taupey, a little less warm. I've taught y'all this before, but I'll teach you again because I love you so much. It's really important that when we go into this, we use the tiniest amount. These are so pigmented. I'm gonna actually tap it here. I still feel like that was too much. Okay, now we're gonna start here in the center, and what that's gonna do is gonna cool this off a little bit more. Perfect. See how it's just a little bit more cool? It's not blue, I promise. Now, I'm gonna hype up my little A27 here. Okay, it's a special little brush. See that fan? You don't see that a lot on these tiny brushes. It's gonna fit in here perfectly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it here. We don't have our black eyeshadow on yet, but I kinda wanna show you how to map it out. See that tinier end? We want that to face the tear duct this way. Face the bridge of the nose, if you will. That's a lot easier. And then we're gonna flip it over this way to fit here perfectly. You see how it fits there perfectly? Okay. And that's where we're going to start that base of the black shadow. We don't want to use a larger brush because I really want to make sure we have a lot of negative space here and it doesn't get covered. So we need a tiny brush. We love this one. So now it's time for the black eyeshadow. I never want you to be afraid of black eyeshadow, especially not when you're using a tiny brush. I live and die for this color right here. This color makes my makeup heart just absolutely sing. So remember, we have it on this side. So we're gonna start on the inner part here and just do a nice little stamp. Bring it all the way to the lash line. And look at how tiny the brush is. It's not bringing it up too high. I don't want it to come up too high this way. Okay, so we have that one placed. Perfect. Now we're gonna pick it up on this side. I'll show you, you'll see. So it's on the side over here where my hand is. And we want that pointier side. Let me adjust this better so you can see. We want that to be placed in here. I'm using the side of the brush just to kind of press that onto the lid. You can always kind of tilt your head back. Again, I have a little bit of shadow there. I'm gonna start to perfect. I'm gonna grab some more pointy side, that angle side, okay? We want that one to face the center of the eye again. Okay, we have our base laid down. Now we just need to wipe off our brush on Sheila. You want to see something cool? Okay, let's just wipe it off. Oh, nothing on here, by the way. Now look at this. We just used black eyeshadow. You see any black eyeshadow? Because I don't. The fibers, they don't absorb. All right. Mitchy. So let's grab this, our first transition. We're gonna grab that on the side of the brush. And now we're just gonna start to tap the transition. This is gonna take a second, but it's Feral Monday. Feral Monday means I go absolutely feral with my looks, and we're not here to do a no makeup in a rush. We can do that tomorrow. But I'm saying that because some of you might think, ugh, that's gonna take forever to blend. And it is. But then it's not, because now you can see that we're almost done. But it's definitely not an in a rush look. But I learn a lot when I do these types of looks, and the more that I learn, the more I can help you. Ooh, that's looking nice. Look at that beautiful blend. Oh, he's awake. I think he's ready for more treats. Good Lord, he's got a tambourine over there. One of my favorite things is to just sit here, and I'll just prop my little chin up like this, and I'll sit here and I'll just tap and blend. It is so relaxing to me. I love it. Now I want you to notice that the pointy side is pointed towards the bridge of my nose. And now I'm just gonna start to tap. Oh good, Gene's back. I thought he went and joined Fleetwood Mac with all that jingling. Are you back? Okay, now take micellar water on the C30. We're gonna clean this up a little bit here. Isn't that fun? And I'm just wiping it on Sheila. There's still gonna be enough micellar water, and this isn't gonna mess with anything because we're using such a small amount that once it dries, it's not gonna mess with anything. Okay, now Jean's taking a bath. Now what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna completely go all the way up to my brow here. I still want to keep that transition there, but I do want to take it up pretty high. So we added something. Okay, you see how you can still see my skin, but then when the light hits it, it looks wet. I love these, and I love this particular color. I almost used the blue one, but I wanted to stick with the vibe. So we're gonna take a tiny amount of this. These are from NYX, and they're the Glow Shots. If you're looking for a super pigmented liquid shadow, this is not gonna be it. But if you want something that you can still see your skin through and just do some really cool creative looks, or really fast, no makeup, you're gonna love these. I think these are my favorite thing from NYX at the moment. So let's just take our E28 and we're gonna smooth that on that lid. See how you can still see through? Boom. We can add a little bit more, but I didn't wanna add too much. I had a little bit on my hand. So pretty. So I think I'm gonna skip falsies, y'all. There's a trick to it though, okay? I learned this yesterday. So this is the e.l.f. mascara, so affordable. What I'm doing is I'm letting it almost completely dry, and then I'm layering it again. And it absolutely holds curl, and I'm not even gonna need falsies. I didn't even curl my lashes before this because I thought I was gonna put on falsies, but I'm not, because this mascara is mascara-ing. This is so good. I kind of want to run a lash comb through it. Let's just see what happens. I did this yesterday and I thought y'all would want to know about it. So I found us a new pencil. How pretty is this? It's not too bright, it's not too champagne, it's not too gold, it's not too white. That was a lot to take in, but it's just so pretty, and I feel like it'd be really pretty on most skin tones as well. Look how pretty that is. So what I'm about to show you, I want you to follow these steps. It could hurt your lashes, but if we do it this way, it's not going to rip out your lashes. I am going to curl them with mascara on. What I am going to do is I'm seeing if they're dry. Wait for that mascara to completely dry. This is step one. Please follow these steps. Now I want you to do the lightest dusting of translucent powder where the lashes are going to be crimped, okay? We wanna make sure it's really, really dry. The drier this is, it's not gonna stick to the lash. That's so important. My favorite lash curler got an update. I'm gonna tag it for y'all. Okay, now we're just going to clamp it on there. And I'm gonna hold it about 15 seconds. Okay, now we're just gonna let go, and then we've got super curled up lashes, and they stay like this, and this will not hurt your lashes, I promise. I don't show this technique a lot because I know some of you are gonna be like, absolutely not, and I get that, let's be safe. But that powder, and I'm gonna powder it again for this side, it really cuts down on that friction, and it just helps the lashes just slide, and it's not gripping and grabbing. And what could really damage the lashes is the gripping and the grabbing. We don't want that. So whenever we do extreme smoky eyes, I don't have a lot of darkness. I never claim to. But that being said, it is going to pull more of that out. The under eye is definitely more noticeable than when I do a very soft bronzy look. So we're gonna use a little bit of peach corrector. This one for the price is my absolute favorite. It's from City Color. So affordable. Listen, I've tried them all. I go back to this one. I also want to keep in mind, I want y'all to keep in mind that I did an ad for this a very long time ago now, at least 5 months, and I'm still using it. Y'all keep an eye out for that stuff, because I don't do ads just to do ads. If I'm doing an ad, it's something that I use, and you're going to continue to see it. And again, for the price, you can't beat it. So now we want to keep this really focused. We're going to use our C31. We also want to make sure it's really, really smooth and just perfectly evened out underneath the eye. And that's what short, dense bristles like this are gonna do. Really smooth it over fine lines. I'm gonna go film foundation off camera only because I'm going to do an official review of this foundation. Y'all have been asking me, a few of you haven't seen that I've used it, and then a few of you wanna know my final thoughts. And I'm talking, when I say a few hundreds, maybe even thousands of y'all have been asking about it. I actually think it went viral on TikTok, so maybe that's why I didn't look it up, but I'm gonna go film that. I will be right back. Okay, I'm already back. I think I might post that tonight, that review. That way I don't keep y'all hanging. Y'all are gonna love it. In fact, I'm not even gonna put concealer on the rest of my face because I don't think we need it with this foundation. You know what we do need is a C31. Y'all already know where that went. RUNNOFT. Oh, here's one. This is my Natasha Denona concealer. The shade I'm using is R5. Take it in here, clean that up a little bit. That difference, look at this difference. Cleanup work is so important. Do y'all hear my mom talking to Jean? She just asked, why are you mad at me? So I didn't want a pink under eye today. We're gonna use the House Labs one. This one right here. Really love this one. And the shade I'm using is Neutral Peach. Ooh, let's make sure this is nice and smooth. Okay, even just chatting. Now let's go ahead and set it. So smooth. I am taking a non-existent amount. I can't even tell you how small of amount I'm taking of this foundation. And I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna softly blur the edges of our shadow. I'm actually thinking about just doing a nice really tight line underneath here. I didn't want to make that smoky. I thought that'd be kind of cool. But for right now, I'm taking the tiniest amount, and I'm using a C31 so I can really keep it focused to just blur the edges. We're gonna grab this Shiseido liner. I still love these little micro babies. I love them. And we want to keep this really close to the lash line. Remember, I don't want to smudge this. I thought it'd be cool. Really vibing with Dibs Beauty. They sent me over quite a bit, but the pink one is my favorite. I think we'll use it tomorrow, but let's try out this one. I do want you to notice that I'm not pulling, that way we don't lift that foundation. Just a couple taps. We'll bronze first and then we'll do the blush side. But I really want y'all to know that when we're using a stick, tapping is just such a good idea. And I also didn't set the outer perimeter of my face yet. I will, yet. But I cannot tell y'all enough to just kind of tap instead of pull. Now we're gonna grab our C40. We're gonna work this in. We're gonna come back to the blush. But I really, really like it. I like the texture of the bronzer, the way it blends. I like the dual-ended situation. I feel like I like this formula more than I like the Nude Sticks formula. I would compare them to that, but I feel like this one isn't as wet, so it's less likely to move your foundation around. I think y'all will like that. Not that I dislike the Nude Sticks one, I'm just comparing it since they're a very similar stick situation. Now it's time for the blush. I thought this would be pretty. Let's see. I'm gonna place it. Let's place it more on the apples, again, with the tapping. That's pretty. Okay, let's blend it. Somewhere in the chaos is a C41. There it is. Blend that out. So pretty. So now I'm just gonna set that with a little bit of my Mob Beauty bronzer. Make sure that you press, and also make sure that when you tap in, you're only tapping in one time and very lightly. That way that cream doesn't grab the powder and make it splotchy and blotchy and sad. I wanted to try this liner. I've seen it everywhere. This is the Tarte Maracuja lip liner. I don't know what shade, something rosy brown, rosy brown? I wanna say, yep, rosy brown. And I'm gonna do this first because I'm gonna try that black MAC gloss. I'll show it to you, the Squirt Gloss. We're gonna try this, but I'm gonna film it. But you've probably seen it everywhere. I just wanted to see it with this look since we have a black eye. It's obviously gonna be very transparent, but it will have a little bit of a black hue to it, but we shall see. We'll put on lip liner first. It's all fun and games till you're filming 5 videos within one. Anyways, this is what we have on. We put this on top, the Squirt, the MAC Squirt, the Plumping Gloss Stick. When you use this, I've seen a lot of videos go around, give it just like 4 clicks maximum, and then instead of swiping, tap it on. Just do a nice tap, and then once it warms up, you're gonna be able to glide back and forth without any issues. See that? Nothing. It's not coming off, it's not breaking apart. So it's a tap, just like we would our blush. Tapping is just always a good idea when it comes to makeup. So if you wanted to try these, I really enjoy it. I will say, if you don't like plumping and you don't like peppermint, you're gonna despise it. So I do wanna warn you about that. Now I'm gonna go take a little break, and then I'm gonna I'm done filming. I'm not gonna film anymore today. I am done. But I'm gonna go edit. I'm excited. I'll post the final foundation review. That's what I'll post today. I feel like we want to see this. It did go viral. A lot of you asked about it, and I thought I would film it. Okay. I love y'all so much. I'm so excited for the week. I have so many fun ideas. Fly hands. I'm out of control. All right. I love y'all so much. I will see you in the comments tonight.